uh, for the assignment completion of events. This is continuation to the 4.1 video layout and views. In that video, I've talked about the layout and views of the app. In this video, I'm going to talk about the functionality and events of the app, how the app is able to do different things, the functionalities. Now, this is the class main activity and it extends app compact activity. I will initialize binding variable so that I can initialize it later. I've used binding in this application, which means for that I have to enable binding. For that we can go to the Gradle file and enabled view enable set view enabled to true. I've used a private var is scoring team A to set the current state of the app. Initially, the current state of the app is set to true. This is on create function. This is the first function that will run whenever the application main activity is run. And I've used activity main binding dot inflate, which takes in layout inflator to access the layout that I described in the previous video. I've attached unchecked change listener to the switch button. This is the switch button, and I have this switch tips represent this button, and I have access to it by using binding, and I have set on checked change listener to it. At first, it will I will check it will check the current state of the app through the isTeam a variable. It is set initially to true, which means team A is currently in state, and the its title color and score color is changed to red. And if I switch click on the switch teams, then it will uh, go to the else condition, and it will do the same thing to the team B. I've used message variable to uh, show to the user that we have selected team A or team B. Whenever any team is selected, it will display a toast message. To display the toast message, I have created a display message function which takes in message parameters. The message I will pass the value I got from this message variable to the display message function. Now I have with binding I can access the increase button. By accessing the increase button, I have attached a on-click listener to the button. If team A is currently in this state, then I'll be able to increase its value or increase the score of team A like this. And if I switch the team, then I'll be able to increase the score of team B. I've done the similar in a similar way. I've attached a listener to the decrease button, and if the scoring team is team A, then I will able to decrease the score of team A. And if I switch, then it will go to this is else statement and decrease the score. I've also done another check, as the scoring cannot be negative. I've checked whenever the score becomes negative, it will turns to 0. It will not go beyond 0. So whenever the scores tries to go beyond 0 like this, the it will show a toast message that the score cannot be negative. Now for the radio buttons, we'll talk about the radio buttons. We can access the radio buttons with radio. This whole radio button is accessible through these points, and I've attached a change listener to it. This selected radio button will through it will able to get the ID of the button, and this score variable stores the value that is associated with each button. This radio button is associated with 1 point, this is 2 point, and this is 3 point. Whenever the button is selected, it will assign a associated point with the button, and this team name variable will store the team name which is scoring. If the scoring team is team A is true, then it will store team A string, and otherwise team B screen. And again here I will if else statement. If the scoring team is A set to true, then I'll be able to set the score, the associated score, and it will display the score. This score value stores. Whenever I clicked 1, then it will store the one string is associated with 1 points, and two string is associated to 2 points, and 3 is associated with 3 points. If nothing is selected, then automatically 0, nothing is done. And after whenever I click on the radio buttons, it will display a toast message that I have scored I have increased the score of the team which is selected by the points I clicked on. Whenever I click 1 point, then the 1 point, and if I click 2 points radio button, then the score will increase by 2 points, and if I click on 3 points, then score will increase by 3 points. This is the display message function which I use to display the toast messages. And if I run the app like this is the overall all about events used in this application, and this is all.